Hello everyone, I am Commotion. Today I will do a review of the new Honda CB500x. I've had this bike for about 2 weeks. I've put about 600 miles on it, so I'm due for my first tune-up. So far I really like it. Styling wise, I love the matte black. It's just beautiful. In the sunlight, it has this metallic silver glow to it almost. It's just phenomenal. It looks great. The wheels, I really love the wheels. I love the detail of the wheels. You have a 120 on the front, 160 on the back. I would prefer a 180 on the back, but fuel economy and everything, it's okay. I have the ABS model. It's not dual ABS, it's single, but for a bike that only weighs 430 pounds, it'll still stop on a dime. The headlight's fine. The windscreen works very well. I am 6'2", 185, and so the windscreen does a really good job. I have it set at its highest level, and that's the only thing I've done to this bike was move the windscreen. I haven't even taken off the stickers. I'll probably even leave the assembly back here in the back for the lights. I know a lot of people in the reviews, they don't like the tachometer in the yellow shield. And compared to the 500F and the 500R, I agree with them. I think the one on the F and the R is better because it's white and has a blue background, and it kind of has this, it just shows up a little better. However, after about 20 minutes riding this bike, you get over that because this works more than well enough. You have trip A, trip B. It doesn't have a gear indicator, which is a little bit aggravating. I don't know why Honda does go ahead and put those gear indicators in there. Because even after 600 miles, sometimes I find myself trying to figure out what gear I'm in. And the only way you really know is by watching your rev meter and by listening to your engine and the feel of your engine. I really like the seat. It's got a very nice textured seat. It's very comfortable. And, it comes up just far enough to where I don't think I'll ever need an engine guard here because of the seating position. What I don't like about the seat, though, is that it's a full seat for the passenger. And I don't like that. I don't plan on ever having a passenger. So I wish this was a single seat where I could put a cowl on it, but it's not, so I just have to get over that. The other thing I don't like is the grips. The grips just feel cheap to me, and I'll probably end up upgrading those. The mirrors are fine. I don't have an issue with that. A lot of people don't like the kickstand. You see a lot of reviews, people hate this kickstand because it's right under the peg. But honestly, I don't think it's an issue. The first time you sit on it in the store, yeah, it feels weird. But watch, you get over that in about 2 days. When I first sat on this bike, it felt great. When you're driving down the road and you reach for a brake or you reach for a shift, everything is right where it should be. And I love that feel. Let's go for a ride. Well, you notice I'm on a dirt road, but it's not far. I just rode probably half a mile or a mile down a dirt road. I want to give you a little bit, some kind of handling abilities on a dirt road, and you can see it's actually handles really good on a dirt road. It comes stock with those Pirelli and Scorpion tires, which is a little more adequate for off-road capabilities over the R and the F. I don't plan on doing a lot of off-roading, but I like to be able to, traverse smaller dirt roads and stuff like that. When I first bought this bike, I hated it. I'll just be honest. I didn't like the feel. Now, it's important to know my other bike is a Yamaha FZ1. So I try not to compare it, but it's just hard because that's what I know. And When I got on the road the first time, I had to drive 35 miles up interstate. It felt like I was driving a bicycle. It was just so freaking light, man. I mean, it was just like, wow. But when I got used to it, it was really nice. It's really nice. You see, what you know, you don't have to counter steer. You don't counter steer hardly. You don't lean. You don't have to do any of that. You just kind of put it where you want it to go, and it just goes, man. It's just super, super light to drive. One of my biggest concerns with driving this bike was the highway speeds, how it would operate at highway speeds. I have to commute a lot to work out on the interstate, and so I want to be able to get on the interstate at 80 miles an hour and not feel like the front end is going to be all over the place. Notice I just started out in second gear right there. That's really nice driving around in town. Being able to start off in second gear without shifting every single time. The engine is just loud enough. So we're in fourth gear right now, running 58 miles an hour. 5,000 RPMs. When I went to first go buy a bike, I was really into the NC700, like a lot of people. But when I first sat on the 700, because of the storage compartment here, your knees are like out here. They're way out here. And I hated that. It felt so odd to me. And so the very next bike I sat on was this one, and I was like, wow, that is a completely different feel. And I liked it much more. I mean, your knees are where they should be on this bike. It feels just like the way it's supposed to be. And the NC700, when you add in all the ABS and everything, the price tag was about $8,000, $8,500, something like that. I mean, you're getting kind of where you didn't want it to be. Second gear, third gear. Fifth gear. Okay. No, sixth gear actually. So 80 miles an hour, this bike, steady. No issues at all. I mean, it's just really nice. You know, you don't have any issues traveling at that speed, at highway speeds at all. There is a delay though when you're when you're looking at overtaking power, torque. I'm in sixth gear running 60 miles an hour. Watch how long it takes this bike to accelerate once I turn the throttle. Okay, watch. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Really not anything there, you know. I'll drop it down to fifth gear. And we'll try it again. Okay, fifth gear now. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Come on, come on. Kind of slow. Go down to 4th gear. Okay. 50 miles an hour, 5,000 RPMs. Okay, 3, 2, 1. So you don't have a lot of overtaking power. You know, I compare it to a 4-cylinder car. If you ever had a Honda Civic or Toyota Corolla, it's kind of like that. Now, can you pass somebody on the interstate if you're running 90? Yes, you can. But, you know, there's that delay by the time you get on it, by the time it, you know, it kicks in. So if I was traveling down the road, I won't try to pass 5 people at one time on a 2-lane highway. But you can still enjoy your drive. Here right now. 5th gear. Traveling speeds, running 65, 70 miles an hour, it's nice. No issues at all.